Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Crochet for Baby. Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this beret hat for little girls between 3 and 4 years old. Now, I did this little hat to match the little cardigan that I showed you a couple weeks ago. This one here, down here in the information box, I'm going to leave you the link to this tutorial, or at the end of the video, you'll see a little box. There you can click that box so that you can see all of my tutorials in English since my channel is bilingual. All of my tutorials are always in English and in Spanish. Also, down here in the information box, I'm going to leave you some information on how to crochet this little beret hat smaller or bigger, so be sure to check that out. Okay, so I hope you like it, and without further ado, let's get started, and thank you for watching. Okay, to begin, I'll be using this 5mm crochet hook, and today I'm using this medium number 4 yarn. Okay, so here to begin, I have 7 chains into the second chain from the hook. We're going to make a single crochet into the next chain, and so on. For this first row, this is all we're going to do, 1 single crochet for each one of the chains. At the end, when I'm done, I'm going to have 6 single crochets. Okay, that's 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now for the next row, you're going to turn and chain 1. Now in this row, we're going to also make single crochets, but we're only going to go through the back loop of the single crochet like this. So make your first single crochet into the next single crochet. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn, chain 1, and repeat. Single crochet through the back loop, and so on. This is all we're going to do. Now if you want to make your hat brim wider, you can add more chains. I'm just going to leave it like this with 6 single crochets. Now I'm not exactly sure how many rows I'm going to do, so continue like this, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, I finished making my brim. I did a total of 56 rows, and it's measuring without stretching. It's about 37 centimeters, which is about 14.5 inches. Once I stretch it a bit, it measures about 45 centimeters, which is about 17 3/4 of an inch. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to join both ends. So I'm going to put both sides together like this, and then insert your hook into this first stitch and grab this loop, bring it through the front, and chain 1. Now insert your hook again into the first stitch here and through the first single crochet here in the back, grab a loop and make a slip stitch. Again, insert your hook into the second stitch here and the second single crochet in the back, grab a loop and join with a slip stitch. This is how I'm going to continue, so I'll meet you once this part here is done. Okay, I finished joining both ends, and this is what it looks like. So now what we're going to do is along the edge here, we're going to work half double crochets, and we're going to make some increases here. So beginning into this first row right here, I'm going to make my first half double crochet, but first chain 1. Now insert your hook into this first row right there and make a half double crochet. Into the next row, a half double crochet. And into the third row right here, make 2 half double crochets. So this is going to be one of the increases. Now again, repeat the same thing. Into the next row, make your next half double crochet. Into the next, a half double crochet. And into the third row, 2 half double crochets. Like this. This is all I'm going to do, so continue, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, I finished this row of half double crochets all around, and I have a total of 76 half double crochets. Now here at the end, I had to make my last increase, which were my 2 half double crochets into this row where we joined. See right there. Make sure that you have 76 half double crochets for this row. Now to finish this row, all I did was just join to the side where I have the chain with a slip stitch, cut my yarn, and pass my yarn through this last loop. From here on, I'm going to use this yarn. This is the yarn that I'm using. It's called I Love This Yarn Metallic. This is in the color Coral Sparkle, and it's a medium number 4 yarn. So here, to begin, I'm going to insert my hook right here in the same stitch where I joined with a slip stitch, grab this loop, bring it through the front, chain 1. Now we have increases, so these increases here where we have the 2 half double crochets, we're going to treat these as if they were V stitches. Okay, so we have, let's see, let me count them for you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 increases. So at the end of this row, we're going to have 19 fans, because the next row, this is where we're going to do the first row to our pattern stitch, which is a fan row. So now I have 1 chain and I'm going to find the first increase, which is the 2 half double crochets here. So into the first half double crochet, insert your hook like this and make a front post double crochet. Now between these 2 half double crochets, make 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets, and then a front post double crochet like this. This is all we're going to do. Now to make your next fan, find your next increase, which is this one here. That's where we have the 2 half double crochets. So into the first half double crochet, work a front post double crochet between the 2 half double crochets. Right in the middle, make 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets, and a front post double crochet. This is all I'm going to do for this first row, so continue like this and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this first row. This is where we did these fans, and I have a total of 19 fans. Now to finish, go here to the side where we have this chain and join with a slip stitch. And this is how I finish this first row. Now for the next row, row 2, I'm going to make 3 slip stitches. Beginning into the first double crochet, make 1, into the next, that's 2, and inside the chain 2 space, make your third. Now once inside here, chain 4 and make a double crochet. This here is a V-stitch, so this is your first V-stitch for this second row. Now inside each one of the fans, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to make a double crochet, 2 chains, double crochet. Here's our V-stitch, and inside the next, same thing, another V-stitch. Continue like this for this second row, and I'll meet you at the end. I'm here at the end of this second row. I have a total of 19 V-stitches. To finish this row, go here to the side and join with a slip stitch. And this is how I finish this second row. Now for the third row, chain 1, and then here we're going to work the row of fans. So beginning here where we have these chains, work a front post double crochet. Inside this space here, make 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets, and a front post double crochet. Again, front post double crochet into the next V-stitch. Inside the V-stitch, make 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets, and a front post double crochet. This is how you're going to work each one of the V-stitches, so continue around this third row and I'll meet you here at the end. I'm here at the end of this third row. This is where we did these fans. Now to finish this row and all the rows to follow, when you make the fan row, you're going to just join to the side here where we have the chain with a slip stitch. And this is how I finished this third row. Now from here on, we're going to repeat these last 2 rows that I showed you, the row of V-stitches and the row of fans. So in the next row, row 4, I need to do the row of V-stitches. So on top of the double crochet here, make a slip stitch. On top of the next one, a slip stitch, and inside of the chain 2 space, another slip stitch. Now you're going to chain 4 and make a double crochet, jump to the next fan and make a V-stitch, double crochet, 2 chains, double crochet. And this is all you're going to do for this row. When you finish, you're just going to join here to the side with a slip stitch, chain 1, and then repeat the same thing we did here in this row of fans. You're going to work a front post double crochet, 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets inside this space, and then a front post double crochet. You're going to repeat these 2 rows from here on. I'm not exactly sure how many rows I'm going to do, but continue watching and you'll see how many rows I'm going to do. Okay, did a total of 7 rows. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, in the next row, what I'm going to do is, this is the row where we need to do V-stitches, but I'm not going to do V-stitches anymore because I want to start reducing the top of the hat. So here, we're going to chain 1, and into this chain 2 space of this first fan, make 1 single crochet. 1 single crochet into the next fan, single crochet into the next, and so on. This is all I'm going to do, so continue and I'll meet you at the end of this 8th row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 8th row. I have a total of 19 single crochets. To finish, we're going to join to the top of the first single crochet with a slip stitch. Now for the 9th row, chain 1, and into this same stitch here, make a single crochet. Now here we're going to reduce this part a bit further, so into the next stitch, insert your hook, grab a loop, into the next, grab a loop, 3 loops, close. Into the next stitch, insert your hook, grab a loop, and into the next, grab a loop, 3 loops, close. This is all we're going to do for this row, so continue and I'll meet you here at the end. Okay, I'm here at the end of this row. Now to finish, we're just going to join here to the beginning on top of the first single crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now I've cut my yarn, so I'm just going to pull this to make a knot here. And I'm going to leave a long tail so that I can pass this through my needle. And we're going to weave this through each one of these stitches like this. And here's the last one. Now, just going to pass this through the inside like this. And we're going to tie a knot here. Just pull this part here and then tie it with this loop that we left. Now cut any remaining yarn and then just weave your ends, and this part here is done. So our little hat or beret hat is done. And this is what it looks like. So now we have a matching little hat or beret hat to go with the little jacket that I showed you. Here it is. Now down here in the information box or at the end of the video, you'll see the link to this tutorial. Okay, so this has been today's tutorial. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.